Hey guys, this is Austin the Bonesaber boys. We have a USA showdown for you guys today. We have the Marucci CATX USA, Louisville Slugger Select Power, and the Warstic Bonesaber USA. All 31 drop 5s for y'all here today, and y'all been requesting it, so we're giving it to you. We're also going to take some cuts with the drop 8, because we don't have a drop 5, Rawlings Icon USA. So we're going to see what these USA bats have got. But we're actually at a new field, if you guys can't tell. We're at the Bregan Complex, which is managed by Walk-Off Charity, and we're planning to do a lot more stuff here. So if you like this content, we'll be here a lot more. And I say thank you to them for letting us shoot here. So let's see what these bats got. Let's go. All right, so we're gonna take a couple hats with the drop 8 icon. First one. It reminds me of a mix between the ADV 360 and the Maxim. Alright, next up we got the Warstic Bonesaber. Let's go. That went over. One thing I noticed with this bat is when you barrel on this, like when you get on the sweet spot, you can't feel anything. It feels so smooth. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna move on to other bats so you can see and compare them. Alright, so we have the USA CATX Connect. Let's see what this thing's got. Let's go. For my first impressions, this is definitely lighter than the Warstic Bonesaber, so. That's a nice oppo shot. Alright, so the CATX reminds me like a miniature BB core, so I'm starting to get into BB cores lately. I can definitely feel it as a little bit of like an alloy BB core, so I don't know. Talk about it a little more at the end. Alright, so next up we have the Louisville Slugger Select Power. Let's go. I barreled that one. See, the one thing I noticed about this one right off the bat is it's definitely a little bit more, a decent more end loaded than the other two. And it definitely swings a bit heavier, so. That one felt nice right there. Yep, that's basic all day. Oh, that's oppo. That's an absolute beautiful thing right there. Call my shot. Let's get it. Oh yeah, called that. I just called that. Alright, so after I've swung all these bats, I think I've swung good enough to know that I can compare them and know which one's the best. Alright, so I took some cuts with all of these bats, and before we get started, remember you can use our Headbanger Sports link down below in the pinned comment and use our code BDB at checkout to save on select products. Getting to the USA bats, there's a couple things I noticed right away. The first thing is they're pretty much all the same when it comes to performance, and it's going to vary tiny bits, but not enough to make like a lasting impact. The two things you really want to focus on are the feel of the USA bats and also the sweet spot size. Those two are going to be really important in trying to find the right USA bat for you. Starting off with the drop 8 icon, the only thing I didn't like about it is it's a drop 8, and I usually swing a drop 5, so I couldn't really give it justice. But if you swing a drop 8, I would highly recommend the icon. And personally, I think it's a little bit of like a mix between the Maxim.
So I just went with the USA Easton Maxim.
And the ADV 360. Easton ADV 360. That's what kind of the feel it gives me. But you know, again, if you swing a drop 8, I would highly recommend the icon. But for the drop 5 USAs, starting off with the CATX, it's definitely the lightest out of the three we have here. And I do think for USA bat, it has about the sweet spot you're gonna expect. It's a little bit too tiny, a little bit too light for me, but it's still a great bat if you're more of a contact base gap hitter. So if you are, I would definitely recommend the CATX. And then the complete opposite end of the spectrum, we have the Louisville Select Power. It's honestly, for USA bat, it's a little bit end loaded, and that was surprising to me. So that's gonna be like for a power hitter, which is the opposite. I would definitely recommend that one to like someone who's gonna be a little bit bigger and have the strength to swing that one. And I do personally think the sweet spot on the Select Power is a little bit bigger, so I did like that one. So I do like how the Select Power feels too. But those two are not going to be enough to beat the Bonesaber, which is going to be my favorite out of the three, just because I feel like it's that perfect balance between the two, not too light, too heavy, and the sweet spot size in the Bonesaber is actually really good. I feel like I can get a lot of good base hits with the Bonesaber opposed to the other two. I don't know, it didn't feel quite as good with the other two as it did with the Bonesaber. It felt just so smooth when you really barreled it with the Bonesaber for USA. But yeah, so I'm gonna be picking the Bonesaber, but all of these bats are great. And if you want to use our code BDB at checkout, you can get some select products and save on those. And if you want to stick around and see our new videos and see maybe a BB Core Showdown, which we have coming soon, stick around. See ya.
Click the Headbanger Sports link in description and use code BDB to save on select products.
In the house.